Hello and welcome to Nigerian Investment Forum documentary. Today we're speaking with Dr. Humphrey Akanazu, Executive Principal at Docenti Global Business School. He has been making remarkable strides in the education industry, and we're very excited to hear his insights on Nigerian investment landscape. Let us get right into our conversation. So sir, reflecting on the 2024 Nigerian Investment Forum, which specific conversation do you consider to have had the greatest influence on Nigeria's business environment?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm happy that I'm given the opportunity to talk about how this Nigerian Investment Forum has impacted a lot, especially on me. The area that I think has made much progress is the area of education, though we still have challenges in terms of funding from the government, but at least there is an improvement when you consider what the private sector is doing in education. So in the last year's Nigerian Investment Forum, the area that I really enjoyed most is the healthcare and education panel discussion, which I participated very much actively. So the healthcare, we all know in Nigeria is not that very, commendable, but at least we are doing our best. Okay, remove Japa, we have good doctors. Okay, yes. And I know that some states like Lagos states, Enugu states, and some other states in Nigeria, they are also making good moves and creating good landmarks when it comes to investing in the healthcare industry. They are really trying. Lagos, Enugu, at least these two states are doing well. Then come into the education sector. Wow. Yes, we have challenges, but one thing about education is education has to take care of the culture. Okay, put into consideration the culture of the people, put into consideration the climate, especially the economic climate of the people. And if you look at Nigeria, it's like 80% of our educational structure is westernized. It's Western education. Yes, do you understand? So there's no way you can talk about the education landscape in Nigeria without talking about how our curriculum is shaped according to the Western curriculum, maybe UK, America, Italy, and other Western countries. So, and based on that, Nigerian education landscape has been a very lucrative one for foreign investors. And I can say I am one of those that have benefited from these investment opportunities in the Nigerian education landscape.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So, in what concrete ways did the 2024 forum affect Nigerian firms and investors, be it through new deals, partnerships, or regulatory shifts?
Okay, yes, because I remember in the 2024 forum, there was a Lagos State representative that spoke about it. She dwelt much in healthcare, and there was another one from at least I think Unilab that dwelt much in the education sector. And one thing about the education sector is that it's the sector that enlightens the public both within and outside. Okay, universities and schools have the responsibility of organizing things like what you're organizing as well, conferences, exhibitions, platforms like this to educate our foreign investors. And of course, I will tell you what I have experienced in this sector. All right, I studied abroad. I did all my education abroad, precisely Italy and Spain. And during this period, I used to come back to Nigeria, all right, to look at the economy, how the economy was developing, And all my life I have been interested in the education sector. I've not done any other thing apart from education administration. And this stems from my family. My family has been into education since I was born. Yes. So, and I saw opportunity in the education sector, right? I'm talking about 2011, 2012, all right? And one of the things I discovered when I returned to Nigeria in 2015, 2016 was the challenges that most Nigerians were having, okay, trying to get, foreign certificates, getting quality education outside Nigeria, with that impression that Nigerian system of education is not
failing.
Yes, it was failing. So people were looking towards getting a qualification from abroad, maybe Britain, US, Canada, Australia, Germany, and the rest of them. But the most interesting thing here is that time, okay, people didn't really know much about countries like Italy, okay, getting education, quality education from Italy, because Nigerians, we are mostly focused on UK, America, Canada, Australia, Germany. And I was coming from an Italian, culture, all right? And I wanted to venture into education. I wanted to tap into that opportunity, whereby the challenge was that people are spending thousands and thousands of pounds, do you understand, trying to leave their job, traveling to UK or any other country to do maybe 2 or 3 years educational project, and then come back. By the time they come back, they lose their job and they start afresh. Do you understand? And it's really discouraging after spending $40,000 to $80,000 of pounds. So I also discovered that some of these people didn't want to really travel abroad. If you can offer them a quality education with the same foreign certificate, they can get the same certificate they would have gotten if they traveled abroad. Do you understand? They are here in Nigeria doing the education, following through the learning process, and then getting their certificate, from that school while here, returning their jobs and staying with their family, and probably do an education tour, okay, in those countries. They would jump at it. When I discovered this, the first thing I did was to do what I call competitive analysis. All right. So I checked the opportunity, the profitability of running a business in the education sector in Nigeria, using this model, and it came out fantastic, came out profitable, came out positive. So I contacted my friends, especially in Italy, because that was where I studied, that was where I'm coming from, and they bought into the idea of coming to Nigeria to establish, all right? And I remember my boss then was Antonio Ragusa, a very good friend of mine. He really helped me a lot, and I brought him to Nigeria, okay? And he is the founder of Rome Business School, Italy. All right, but because I studied also in Rome Business School, so I thought that could be a gateway for me to have that kind of project established in Nigeria. Because, for me, who will come to my school as Humphrey Akanazu? So Nigerians like something from abroad. So I gave them something from abroad. Do you understand? And that's the Rome Business School Nigeria you are hearing today. So we started it in 2017. In fact, I am the pioneer. I was the pioneer country director, and I'm a co-founder of the school. So we started it, and the most interesting, I don't want to say it's funny, Nigerians, we are not accepting it. Because it was like, which one be Rome Business School? From Italy You know, people were expecting something from UK, America, but we kept on hitting the media until people started accepting the Roman thing, the Roman culture, the Roman, value proposition, the Italian value proposition, and the rest is story. Today, that school that people were, running away from has become the talk of the day, and I am very, very happy that we did a great job there. And how has this impacted in the education landscape? We brought in practical learning process. Do you understand? We brought in using real life case studies. We developed our curriculum based on what Nigerians, the curriculum was foreign, but we tailored the teaching with that curriculum based on what the realities we have in the Nigerian economic sector. Do you understand? And it served well for professionals, for entrepreneurs, and today people are jumping at it. And we improved a lot before I now left, because at some point, you want to do something more advanced, and then migrated to doing something more advanced, the Docenti Global Business School you hear today. So I'm also a co-founder in Docenti Global Business School and the pioneer executive principal.
Wow. That's very amazing, sir.
Thank you.
So, what single insights from the 2024 forum resonated most with you, and how has that insight impacted your professional or organizational strategy since then?
Very, very interesting question. I will tell you for free. Partnership. Yes, we talked about partnership a lot in that forum. I remember there was this young medical doctor that talked about, I think he studied in the UK, came back and he partnered with some organizations, and today he's a very renowned medical doctor, I think in the area of surgery. He's a specialist there, and he's doing a lot. He's even doing charity. Do you understand? So in my own case, I did a lot of partnership in these few past months after attending the forum. Yes, I've been a partnership person. All right. The first school I founded in Nigeria, okay, it was through partnership. A partnership with the Italian founder, all right, to co-found it in Nigeria. That was partnership. And one thing that gave the school a lot of visibility was also the partnerships we created both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Do you understand? People want to see that you are connected to a lot of partners, especially the private sector, the professional bodies. And because that worked, all right, the Nigerian Investment Forum confirmed that approach, that strategy at that forum. And I told myself, wow, okay, I'm in the right direction. So when I now launched the Docenti Global Business School, I started implementing partnership. In fact, partnership has been our life, our sustenance. So right now, Docenti has partnership from Thailand, Docenti has partnership from UK, Australia, Canada, United States of America, Burkina Faso, Rwanda, Malta. We have Malta. So we are spread. And what do people want? People are looking for accessibility to quality education. People are looking for affordability to quality education and equality as well. So one thing I discovered in the previous and other institutions like this is that to get education, you have to pay through your nose. Do you understand? So imagine a course is costing like 8 million, 10 million, even 5 million. Not every professional in Nigeria can afford to spend 5 million to get an MBA. Do you understand? But they want education, they want to grow. How do you make it available to them? So when I do my partnership with foreign schools, I make sure I negotiate something that will benefit the Nigerian society, especially the professionals, the young managers, you understand, the executives, all right, guys, the officers, so that they will be able to be promoted to the managerial level. So what do? I negotiate a price that will be affordable, and then I try as much as possible to make it more flexible, flexible payments, and also since these people are busy, they don't want to lose their jobs. Do you understand? The learning process is also flexible. Do you understand? So part-time, even if it's full-time, is still flexible. And these are the things we discuss with the partners. And sometimes it's as if, okay, you don't want to make money. Yeah, I want to make money. But you have to make money in a way that your audience, the people you are serving, will be more comfortable to come to you. Do you understand? To buy from you. So Docenti Global Business School's strategy remains that partnership, approach. And in fact, the Nigerian Investment Forum strengthened that approach, and I will continue to do that partnership. And I hope to continue to partner with Nigerian Investment Forum, because you have really given me an insight and you have supported, the approach, and I'm really very motivated. Do you understand, to continue with this approach?
I personally am also motivated as to the importance of partnership.
Yes.
Alright, sir. Given the forum's last year theme,
yes,
Nigeria's business policies and investment opportunities, how pertinent do you think those discussions remain as of mid-2025?
Yeah, well, I would say at the national level, implementation of those discussions is still slow. But at the private sector level, I think a lot has happened. All right. Yes, a lot has happened because, of course, the private sector is mostly, profit oriented. So people will like to give service that the market will like, okay, and make sales and make profit. So whatever they can learn from a forum like this to be implemented in their organization, they will definitely do it. So for it, I'm an example. I've been talking about myself. All right, I've made tremendous improvements. All right, ever since I attended the 2025. And one thing about the Nigerian Investment Forum is that the team, they don't just do the conference and then leave you. So they follow you up, they check up on you, they post insights on their LinkedIn, and you go there and you learn, they check up on you, they follow you up. So this is a very remarkable approach, you guys are doing, and I have benefited from it. Imagine the director called me the other day, invited me to Oriental Hotel, and he was asking me how my business was doing, saying a lot of things, and I feel so motivated. So my submission is that in the private sector, a lot has happened. Yeah, people can say that some businesses, multinationals are leaving, but SMEs are coming in. Since last year, we have created about 6 businesses with our partners from Thailand. In fact, it was after the forum that we initiated what we call Thailand Nigeria Business Forum.
Wow.
Yeah, we did one last year and we did one this year. And the one of this year, do you know the people that anchored it? The Thailand Embassy in Abuja. The one of last year was in Lagos, anchored by Providence Bank. Okay, in collaboration with Docenti Global Business School and Natari Farms Limited. The one of this year was in Abuja. And you can imagine that we have created about 6 companies, the A4S. In fact, Docenti also, our PhD, is another arm of our business. We partner with Thailand and the United States on this. We have about 3 of our PhD students who are running modernized farms in Bayelsa, in Ogun State, and in Kogi State. Do you understand? And so on and so forth. Do you understand? So, the private sector, from my own knowledge, I mean, a lot has happened, and a lot will still happen.
I agree with this. So, sir, as a speaker at the 2024 forum, what gaps in Nigeria's investment ecosystem did you notice, did you observe? And in what ways could forums like this help to narrow them down?
Okay, there are a lot of them, all right? But one major gap is funding. We have not yet gotten it right with funding in Nigeria. The government is not really doing well. Everybody knows that. Yeah, yes, of course, millions, trillions are budgeted, every year. For instance, in the education sector, all right, it still falls below standard of the UNESCO. Yes, but one thing that the Nigerian regulatory bodies, education regulatory bodies have done is to create different, how would I put it, approaches, okay, to partner with the government. So the public sector private partnership. Do you understand?
Yes.
So what did they do? Things like cross-border education. Do you understand? Whereby you can have a dual degree, a university here and university abroad. Whereby also private sectors can partner with the universities, building like hostels. Do you understand? Auditoriums, classrooms. Do you understand? Sometimes auditoriums are leased out to the public and they make money from it. Hostels and stuff like that. Sometimes you see schools giving lands to people to build shops around the school to support the students. Do you understand? And make their money. So, and also you see the government also outsourcing some of the services to NGOs. Do you understand? So, that area they are really doing well. Do you understand? I can say NUC, for instance, they are the ones that manage, oversee the higher institution area. So they have done well in that, and also there is this opportunity for foreign investors to partner with educational providers like us, educational service providers like us. They cannot, some of them may not have the money, do you understand, to put on ground. But when they find a reputable and reliable educational service,
you said the 2024 forum was revealing for you. So what advice would you give to business investors and leaders who missed the 2024 forum?
I will advise them to wait for the next date of the 2025 forum. You will not be there. There is a lot to learn.
Please, you heard him, please do not miss it. And finally, sir, looking ahead, what do you hope with this 2025 edition of the Nigerian Investment Forum to achieve that will build on the 2024 success?
Okay, I would like this one to have spaces for exhibitions, to have more opportunities for those businesses that will attend to network, because we long for it, we desired it, but the time was a little bit short. So exhibitions, showcasing of businesses will be very, very impactful.
Alright, sir. We've taken it and trust us. We're already working on that.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Dr. Humphrey Akanazu, for sharing your insight with us at Nigerian Investment Forum. Your perspective adds real value to the conversation on investing for Nigeria's future. Until next time, let's keep building a future that works for everyone.